Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 45th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat, life-changing reality talk. Oh yes, Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osiwe is still my name, and I am here today on this platform where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. So today, on this 45th segment, we are going to be talking about the emotional blackmailers. Oh yes, emotional blackmailers. Honestly, I don't know, but I just have the need for us to talk about them today. Who are they, and what is emotional blackmail in the first place, it is a dysfunctional form of manipulation, that people use in order to place demand and threaten victims to get what they want. Honestly, they always divert blame and responsibility to the victim for their own negative actions. They don't ever take blame. They don't, There is serious need, to educate people about this and to create awareness, around these dynamics of emotional abuse that has been going on everywhere mostly. And it's powerful because the negative impact it does in the life of people are really terrible. And you know what? Most people don't even know that they are being abused and being manipulated and being blackmailed by people who are so close to them, because emotional blackmailers are, they create this fear, obligation, and responsibility and create guilt in the life of people that are around them, and pretend to be loving them and to be caring for them, because the manipulators leverages on the knowledge gained about the victim, really, and their fears to manipulate them. Strangers can never manipulate. Strangers can manipulate anybody. It must be someone that is so close to you, that has established closeness, the personal, intimate relationship. These are the people who manipulate other people. And they are not far-fetched. It comes from parents, it comes from children, it comes from spouses, it comes from siblings, it comes from close friends, from bosses, from pastors. Yes, all these people, they sure have a way of making people feel so bad. They create fear in the life of people in order to get what they want. If you go to some churches, they make you feel that if you don't do this, you will die. If you don't do this, God will not hear your prayer. These are emotional blackmail. Most times you see people, they are so good in throwing pity party, everywhere. Most times you see somebody tell you, if you don't do this, I will leave you, because that somebody loves you so much, and the person is so vulnerable. And then anytime you want to get something from the person you threaten to leave, you won't love them again. And you see them doing that because they are desperate to keep you. That knowledge, and that weakness, you manipulate them, you abuse them, you use them because they are vulnerable. A lot of people do that. You see, somebody will just tell you, because you're taking care of somebody that is sick, and then you want to get whatever you want. After all, you kept me here. If not because of you, I know how much I would have been making somewhere, and it's because of you that I am here. So now, because of that, then that person will continually be your slave, because the person feels though you're doing the person so much good, And a lot of people will tell somebody, I married you out of pity, because you just go into somebody's life and do something for them, and then you use that as a bait. All I do is work for you. I don't have any other thing. I don't have a life. I don't have this, and the person is forever indebted to you. I am trapped taking care of you, And some people, some of them, something bad about that has happened in their life, and then it becomes a thing. I'm the one keeping your secret. I could tell, I could do this. If I don't get what I want, I will reveal your secret. I will go and tell this person this, and then you hold people in bondage because you think you're doing something. Blackmailers make it look like it's about you, but no. It's often from the deep insecurities that they have inside of them. The fear of abandonment, emotionally immature and not in touch with reality, is about them. So what am I trying to say here? They exploit their victims really because because they create fear, and guilt inside them, and then it revolves around everything, and they get what they want, and they do that on purpose. There's this woman that I know. She had a problem with her husband. She had 4 children, and the 3 followed their dad, and 1 followed her. This very girl that followed her eventually made her sell her own house because, I'm the only one that followed you, I would have left you. And this woman now, like, before she would say anything, she would say, this is the only one that followed me. She became sold. Today the girl will want to go to America, tomorrow she will want to go. They've been spending money. She spent and spent until she sold even the last flat that she had, and eventually she's late now. I know a woman too, a man that the wife, helped, gave some money, for him to start up business. That is it. Any little thing, I made you, I brought you, I took you to London, I did this into America, I did this, I gave you this. It was crazy. This guy can't open his mouth. He can't do anything. I did this. I am the one doing this. I did this for you. If not that I did this, you wouldn't have been there. You see, these are emotional blackmailers. They are blackmailers. So I know a man whose wife has some popularity and doesn't want press. This man did everything. He won't pay house rent, he won't pay school fees, he won't do this because he knows the wife will do them. Because the wife doesn't want press people to get into her life to see all this one. And he was doing this on purpose. He reneged from everything because he can see the headline. Okay? These are not right. Threatening others to get what you want is not a lie. But these are what they trigger guilt. They make others do what they are bidding. They're everywhere, even in the market, around you. Most times when they notice one thing, a weakness in you, they capitalize on it. Most of them, because most of them, some parents, they will threaten to die. They will threaten suicide. They will harm, we call it self-harm tendencies. Okay, they will say, I will die, I will do this one, because they know you won't want them to do that. There are some sisters that will love their brother so much and will not even want him to have a life or have a wife or have anything. Before you know it, they are crying, they are telling you, I carried you when their mother died, I did this one for you, I did this one for you for that reason. And your life is messed up, you're so confused, you won't even know what to do. They make it look as if their demand is so reasonable because you're not seeing it, you don't see it coming. You're not seeing it at all. In blackmailers, they know that you value them and they capitalize on that vulnerability. They don't manipulate somebody that is outside. No, they don't manipulate somebody that is far off. Strangers don't manipulate, like I said. It comes from people that are within, people who know that you love them, people who know that you cherish them, people who know that you value the relationship, people who know that you want them. People who know that, yes, you appreciate what they're doing for you, and then they capitalize on it. Most people don't even have somebody, and the very person that they bring so close, the person, and then they see the thing is that it's so subtle, you won't even see them. You won't see it coming because they don't make noise. It look as if it's about you, they're doing you a favor. Most of them have this undeserved blame. They keep shifting it. When you have a man who will go and cheat, I saw a man, not that I heard, a man who was caught in adultery. You know what? He shifted the blame to the wife. The wife wasn't satisfying his need. He cannot take blame because somebody else must go down for that. Somebody else must take that blame because they are manipulators. So instead of the wife to actually, get angry for what he did, the wife is already feeling, it's my fault. Maybe I wasn't doing enough for him. That was why he went out. They do this thing always. The progression of emotional blackmail usually starts from, it usually starts from, how do I really say it? I can use, what's it called, the frog metaphor for this. When you carry a frog and put inside the boiling water, the frog will jump out because of this instinct of pain. That instant pain will make frog. But when you put frog in a lukewarm water, and then it's comfortable, and you keep increasing the heat slowly and gradually, it won't trigger. the pain will not trigger danger because the water is not really very hot, and until that frog dies, he won't have any instance of jumping out because he's comfortable. That is what most of these people do in the life of people. They come around you, they don't have, you are the only one they have, you don't do this, and they will milk you dry, and they make it look as if, oh, whatever you do, you're hurting them. Whatever you do, you're hurting them, and you will be torn between not wanting to hurt them and not knowing what to do with your life. But they are doing it on purpose. They are doing it on purpose. Name it. No matter how much they care for you, it is selfish. They are selfish. They are self-centered. They are, it is I and only me, I mentality. That is what they are operating in. They don't really care about you. All they want is that probably most of them if they pay school fees for you when you are in primary school, they are on it. I pay school fees for you in that. Meanwhile, you must have given them money to start business 20 times and they've liquidated it. No, those ones don't count. You see that school fees they pay for you when you're in primary school? That is the thing. You must be their slave forever because they pay school fees for you. So many friends have helped somebody else lift a bed. That becomes because you help this person, the person cannot drink and keep water again. They owe you. Because everywhere they go to, it is you can't even allow them. Some people, when they become something, you won't even let them enjoy their life. You remind them. You do this thing on purpose, and it's not okay. It's not okay. There are so many signs, because, most people, because you love them so much, every time, no matter what, the provocation, the anger, you are always apologizing. Whenever you find yourself apologizing when you know that you didn't do anything, that you are not wrong, and you know categorically that you did not offend anybody. See, whoever you're apologizing to is manipulating the relationship. Definitely. Most times you look at like narcissists, it is just crazy what people do, and so many. Somebody can pick this thing now and give you 1 million angles to it, because the blackmailers are everywhere. They are in churches, they are in schools, they are in the marketplace, they are in your office, they are in your colleagues, they are in your association. They are there, when it has to do with something they want, they know how to talk about it. When it has nothing to do with them, oh yeah, they keep a blank eye. That is what they do. They make sure they make your emotions to be on edge. They say things that will make you feel so bad about yourself and look as if you're not doing it right. But they know that, yeah, it's only that thing they know about you that they're capitalizing on. A lot of people, their past, because of their past, they cannot laugh in public with some people. They cannot scream. They can't be happy because somebody is somewhere looking at them. You want to laugh? Don't forget to. It's like somebody who went to borrow clothes to go to party. When you dance, the owner of the clothes will be saying, don't tear my clothes. I'll come and warn you, don't tear my clothes. Do you understand? That is what emotional blackmailers do. They are everywhere. There are some children, because I know a guy who was the only son and the father died. So that's because of him. A lot of people wanted to come into the family house to come and steal or, collect the father's property by force. But because of the boy, that was the reason the mother actually, used his name to hold down a lot of things. And he got into this boy's head. So he would threaten them on anything. He wants to do this. He wants to do this. And everybody, let him not get angry. He's the only son. He's the only son. And this boy could get whatever. I can't remember how many lands they have sold to appease this boy. Whatever he wants, he gets. Whatever he wants is get. Today is affecting his marriage because who will be there to keep doing that thing? He is already used to asking and getting. He can't even give anybody. He just manipulates people. That's what he wants. He just come and say, I want this. And everybody is panicking so that he does not get angry. We do that to our daughters. We do it to our sons. We do it to people that are close to us. We just do it to people always. There are some mothers that if you see what they do with their children, you will go gaga. You will not like what if she doesn't like somebody that you want to marry, she will remind you of the 9 months she carried you in the bed. She will do that, as in they blackmail you too. Especially those I can't even tell. But these are too much. Let's watch it because blackmailers are everywhere. They reach out to the deepest you, and you will just become their fool, thinking that you want to appease them. But they are there knowing that, yes, oh God, just like I said last time, go and ask this woman, she has good heart, just cry, she will give you. These are manipulators. They are not in need. They have taken you for granted. Your niceness has been taken for granted because they know that you don't have a heart to see who is grieving and don't give. Yeah, that's what they do to me. And the truth is that they keep coming. When you realize that they are actually doing this on purpose, it hurts you, So the need for us to talk about this, that you look around you, make sure somebody close to you is not manipulating you at all. Blackmailers are everywhere. They're manipulators. They know what they're doing. They will do it in a way that you can. You see, they will come to you, they are looking for. They will remind you of everything that will make you shed tears. How your mother had done this. What has happened? This one. That they never know that you can be like this. That if anybody has ever told them that you will turn out this way, that you will not be doing this for them, nobody actually asks you what exactly is going on in your life. Emotional manipulators, we should be aware of them. We need to pray for spirit of assignment, and we need to hold our own, and we need to understand that, that they make their victims have guilt. We call it FOG, fear, what's it called? We have fear, we have guilt, we have what's it called again on it? Obligations. We even have the non-responsibility on it, and we have this I must have my way, because they always love having their way. They like giving you what will make you give them whatever they want, and they sit back and enjoy, because they know that there's this aspect of your life that wants to appease them, that loves them, that values them, that cherishes them, that doesn't want to lose them, that needs that relationship and wants to hang in there. And so they want to get whatever they want from you, knowing that you go nowhere. But you need to shape it, because if it's that boy, you need to cut the rope, irrespective, especially when it has to do with friends. So many friends are users. If you stay there, they will use you till you bleed completely. They don't really mind. And again, it's time people to start checking. Stop jumping fence for people who can't cross gutter for you. That doesn't make you a bad person. You need to really watch it. There are people who can't lift a pin for you. When it's convenient for them is when they come for you, but when it's them, they demand, they bring it, or they throw. They say attack is the best form of defense, but there are these people everywhere. They will do something, but they will deny. They will never be there for you. They will never be there for you. But when they want to come around it, for people who like encomium, who like to be hailed, they come to you like that. They call you all the beautiful names that they call and get what they want and walk away and call you a fool. Please, let's watch it and be careful, because blackmailers are everywhere. They come in every form, and they are people very close to us, very close to you, very close to us. That is my message for you today. Emotional blackmailers, rise up and sit up, because they will not stop. They are everywhere, and society is not smiling, and it's getting so bad these days. May God bless us. This is the message for you today. But don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Instagram, Be Inspired at buzopat.buzo, and then join our Facebook family, Be Inspired with Buzopat. May God bless you. Thank you, and see you next week. Bye.